Hello, everybody. Once again, I'm Liam Craft Jr., aka Zorvach on Less Than Guru, and today we're going to talk about the Ranger. The Ranger was one that I really had a lot of difficulty along with the Longbowmen of are these men of arms or are these rogues when I was doing my men of arms slash rogue split. I determined that Longbowmen usually are part of an army. Historically, look at like the English Longbowmen. They had a military purpose where a Ranger is a scout, mountain man out in the wilderness, maybe a trailblazer. Not so much. They can fight. They may need to fight, whether that's a humanoid type, one of the other player species, or animals, but that's not their main thing. So that's how I did the split with the Ranger. So attribute requirements, same as in Palladium First Edition. Alignment, you can be evil, you can be good. You just don't. You just enjoy the outdoors. Physical conditioning is a +6. So like most rogues are a +6 instead of the +8. Armor tier 2, they're going to be hides, padded armor, leathers, etc. They're not going to be big into the metal type armor, chain armor, chain and plate, etc. Um, so one of the things is since I did split hand to hand from ranged and drop the whole rate of fire from missile weapons, I gave them a ranger hand to hand and a ranged combat hand to hand because traditionally rangers in Palladium were the only other occupation able to do a longbow as an ability. So the longbowmen have the best range combat, and the ranger has the second best. And they also then have a hand to hand ranger. So because I split that up, I gave them two separate things. Whereas the longbowmen, they get the hand to hand long, or they get ranged longbowmen, and the hand to hand isn't quite as good. So I kind of just separated those two. So we look at the level chart. Level 1, that's where you get your skills. Level 2, you get your additional hit points. Level 3 and 4, that's where you get your skills, just like it was in the normal Palladium. Level 5 is additional shock point. Level 6, animal calm. I wanted to introduce a little druid type stuff. I didn't want them to be exactly like druids, but they're out there with nature. They can understand things. They might be able to understand how to calm the animals down at around 6th level, where a druid could do it at first level. Level 7, additional hit point. At level 8, they get more skills. Level 1, additional shock point. 10 skills. 11, continuing with that little druid empathetic type thing, is they can befriend an animal. At level 12, they get some more skills. 13, they get some an additional hit point. 14, a familiar link. And that's something that I really thought about, and it's just the normal familiar link with an animal, and I think that would be appropriate for a ranger, so I added that. And then 15 is the additional shock point that they get. Elective secondary skills, exactly the same way that it's presented in Palladium First Edition. Elective skills, these are the only skills that you can choose. Secondary skills, you can choose anything. These are the ones that give you bonuses. And my elective skills have been condensed because Ranger is where what I consider the broken part of skills really shines. If you look at level 1 Ranger, you get 8 elective skills. If you look at the skill list and you look through the main book, you look at Adventures of the High Seas, and especially Yin Sloth Jungle, you get Trap and Skin, Small Animals, Trap and Skin, Large Animals, Wilderness Survival, Hunting, Tracking, Prowl. Just so many skills that eat up all of those 8. You can't do anything else if you want to be a decent ranger. So I condensed a lot into wilderness survival, into hunting, and those are the 2 skills that you need to be a ranger. So let's move on to the abilities. Animal Calm enables the ranger to empathically calm an animal, one animal. So it's not like the druids, they can do multiples. from running or attacking or surrounding them. Packs normally follow the leader. I think that is part of the druid thing. If a ranger has a bad motive, such as calm the animal in order to kill it, the ability doesn't work. So you actually have to be trying to befriend the animal, not have ulterior motives. This ability lasts as long as the ranger calmly interacts with the animal, or maybe just gets bored and leaves. But it's something that might be able to calm down a big bear that might maul your first level uh, group. Then you can get a befriend animal, or you get it at sixth level. So you introduce an NPC that has it, or at sixth level, it can stop an encounter that maybe not destroy your first level group because you're sixth level, but it'll knock off some hit points and it'll take some resources and time. Why, when you have a system that gives you more hit points for getting out, or sorry, more experience points for getting out of situation without violence than with violence, this is a really good skill. So the befriend is, it will, again, one animal, accept him as another of its kind. So if you do it with a pack leader, then it considers you part of the pack, and the other animals will accept you, probably accept you as well. Again, cancels it if you have bad uh, motive. And again, it lasts until the animal gets bored and leaves, or your ranger has calmly interacting with it. And then familiar link is a ranger so in tune with nature that he uses, if he uses calm animal and befriend animal with an animal, he may link it as a familiar. So you have to go through the process, and then it works exactly like the fourth level wizard spell of the same name. So that's how a lot of, in plating first edition for the druid, they get familiar link at second level. Rangers have to wait till 14th, but they get something. It's kind of the penultimate type of, because it's 14, not 15th level, but it kind of expresses that the ranger who is not a clergy of nature like the druid, just through being in tune with the wilderness, is able to befriend an animal. And since my game has it, your your weight of your animal, your size of your animal depends on your level. At 14th level, that allows you to get, the ranger could get something like a bear or a tiger or something up in that weight level, so they're not stuck. And I use that in quotations because sometimes a mouse or something would be really good, but say a smaller animal, a rabbit, a squirrel, or something that you might have to worry about getting at first level, you can get something really nice at 14th level. But having said that, that is what my Rangers are. Once again, I'm Lee McGrath from Junior, aka Zorwelch on Less Than Guru. And until next time, I will catch you later.